Capricorn, hello there my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early April 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Cappies. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic. It's early Aries season. There's a lot happening astrologically, so the energy should be intriguing to say the least. But yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for the Cappies, please and thank you. And I will say, like, through all the zodiac signs that I've already filmed, there's been a little extra spice in most of the readings. So I always love doing the Cappy readings. So we're going to see what we have for you, my friends. What do we got? And the deck is being super specific. Oh, there we go. Ooh, yeah, talk about spicy. We have this beautiful femme fatale. Wow. All right, so this could be either really, really confident or just, like I said, very spicy type of energy. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this femme fatale. So, very beautiful. When I see this card, I do think of confidence. Now, the little underlying theme with this card, you see this beautiful, confident female figure all dressed out in red. Notice on the bottom there's Venus flytraps, there's a specific type of bird, she's holding a rose. Now in deeper symbolism, you know, like all roses have thorns, Venus flytraps emit a beautiful scent that like traps things in. So for some of you, I would say this card could represent temptation, okay? Or I just feel like it's someone that has a little edge to them. There's a nice confidence involved here. So sometimes things that are beautiful are also a little dangerous. So Spirit could be giving you a little bit of a warning that, hey, if something looks tempting, if something looks very appealing to you, just nice and slow. That's a big vibe here. But once again, for some of you, this reminds me of the Queen of Wands type of energy. You might be feeling very confident, beautiful, sexy. This is very aesthetically based too. So it could be really good that we have this femme fatale. Right? So we're just going to put her down right there. But for some of you, yes, it could serve as a warning about temptation or just something that seems really appealing. You might want to take it slow whenever she's here. So we'll let her chill over there. We're not going to get caught in that Venus flytrap. Let's get into tarot now. Shuffle it up one time here for the Cappies. See what we have for you for early April. And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. Now, it was titled A Karmic Omen. And out of all the signs in the zodiac, for some reason, the Capricorn ones were like highly tied to like universal spiritual type of energy. So maybe some of you are just diving headfirst into some spiritual things or your own personal spiritual practice. But a big vibe I was picking up last week was Spirit trying to signal something to you, or Spirit trying to speak to you in one way or another. So I would say that can continue over the coming days and weeks. Watch for the number signs, the synchronicities, the omens. But we're going to see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're with too. So let's get it going. 3 cards here for my Cappies, please. My good dear friends. Okay. Wow. Whoa. Okay. This is really good for a Capricorn reading. I'll just say that. So first and foremost, we're starting with the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful, stable type of energy. And we'll talk about it a little more. Coming up right next to it, we have a card that could also represent you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I know a lot of people say that this is Taurus energy, and sure, that could be the case, but I think it's all earth signs. Let's get you one more. What do we got here for Capricorn, please? Thank you. Whoa, okay. So something could really pick up steam very, very quickly for a lot of you. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. And I'm going to try not to get too ahead of myself, but let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first glance, I'm seeing a lot of things here that, once again, on the outside, they look really good. Now, there's a lot of detail we still need to pull from this reading, but elementally, double earth. You're an earth sign. You're very comfortable in this energy. It's very solid and stable and grounded, which could be good. Now, the inverse of earth energy, sometimes it could represent delays or something not moving to your liking. But we have this Chariot on the back end, which is like, boom, this is almost breakthrough type of energy. It's like we have solid, firm, boom. So something could pick up steam very, very quickly for a lot of you. Also, elementally, earth and water. When we combine earth and water, there's a lot of potential. So let's go through one by one and really start to build this out. Position number 1, we have the 10 of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards in the whole deck. So I always link this, obviously, to the monetary. It could be other things as well. We think of a very solid, stable foundation. I think of level up type of energy. So this could represent all sorts of various wins and victories that could be coming your way. Really nice. Even the emotional ones, because remember, we have earth, we have water. It's just really good. So for a lot of you, whether this is a focus on business, focus on work, focus on monetary, there could be some stability coming in for you, or a level up of some kind, which is really, really nice. Now, another link that we do have to the 10 of Pentacles, it could be the family. So you might have a lot of family dynamics going on. This could represent the home or living situation. So whether you're like remodeling your home, wanting to change your home, there could be something around a living situation when this card's here. Obviously not every single Capricorn. Now, when it comes to the rougher energy, because you know me, I always like to give both sides of the coin. The 10 of Pentacles, like a lot of earth energy, it could represent something that's difficult to progress through, something that's lingering around. It's just very solid and stable in the energy. It could even be stuck sometimes. Moving to the center, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, I will say something, like it feels to me like the energy is starting to like slowly turn over, because we have this solid energy here, then it starts creeping, and then boom, just like this breakthrough on the back. Knight of Pentacles. Now, I already mentioned this could represent Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So in my style of reading, it could just represent, when we clarify, it's something that's coming towards you or what you might be feeling. All knights represent forward movement and action. This one's the slowest one. So as I said, it's detail oriented. It's very slow. Think before you act type of energy. So maybe there's something you're being very meticulous about when this Knight of Pentacles is here. Knights can also represent messages, communication, very similar to the pages in that realm. But can you see the theme of what the rough side of this Knight of Pentacles might be? Something that's slow as molasses, something that's taking a while to get off the ground. And with the double of this Pentacle energy here, there could just really be a big focus on the financial and money. Obviously, that doesn't tell us the whole tale. But this is where we get the big switch up when we get to the back end. Let's get that Knight back there. We have the Chariot, probably the fastest card in the whole entire deck. Now, for some of you, this could represent distance, it could represent travel, it could represent your mode of transportation. So for some of you, it could be representing something going on with a vehicle or purchasing a new vehicle. It could be any of those things. But when I think of it, I just think of action. I think of movement. And this is fast. This is blasting off towards something like a rocket. So you see what I mean? It's like we have very, very solid, not moving. Then starting to give, and then that breakthrough type of energy. It happens very suddenly, very quick on the back end. Now, I'm feeling a lot of positive energies off this spread as a whole, like the way it's feeling so far. And you know, it could switch when we clarify it, but I feel like if there's something you've been working towards or something that's been a little stuck, I feel like a lot of things could have breakthroughs for you in this time. Okay, so whether it is in the realm of work and money, whether it is like personal relationships, favorable energy around travel and vacations and stuff too. So there's some good stuff happening here, Capricorn. I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. Let's see what's happening, my gods. Talk to me. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 10 of Pentacles here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Capricorn, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. It will not offend me, my friends. It's always good to have different angles, right? What's going on with this 10 of Pentacles, though? Thank you. 7 of Swords, yeah. Something that just comes in out of the blue. Now, I feel for a lot of you, and I've been picking this up in the Zodiac too, this could be either extremely positive, or there might just be someone you're linked to that like you don't think they're really trustworthy. I mean, it could be both. Now, the first initial thing I'm picking up here with the 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, watch out for anything financial for sure. There could be something connected to finances where there's something like you're a little skeptical or you don't quite trust it. But I feel the really positive message that we have here is obviously an unexpected or surprising win or victory. It's straight up. Seven of Swords is a card of something you don't quite see. It's something that's just out of your view. So when I see with the Ten of Pentacles, it's like, okay, you got this coming and you don't even realize it. To me, it's given very much everything happens for a reason type of energies, where it's like, okay, you might be going through something right now. You might be going through a process, but you don't quite see the end result, and it could be extremely good for you. Okay, really nice. So I would be optimistic here when we have this link. But another thing with the Seven of Swords, that could represent an untrustworthy person. So for a small portion of Cappies out there with the Ten of Pentacles in this, watch anything financial. Watch certain coworkers. There might be coworkers you don't quite trust, or even like a family member that you're like, I got my eye on you. It's giving me that type of vibe. So it could be both. It could be one. It could be none. You know how it goes. Let's keep moving. I'm going to go with the optimistic until, I mean, if that's resonating for you, let me know. But there could be someone that you're keeping your eye on, where it's like, okay, well, I see you a lot, but I'm watching. Let's see what that Knight of Pentacles has to say then, okay? And I do feel for a lot of you, the end destination in regards to some situation could be much better than you think. So what's going on with that Knight of Pentacles? Be optimistic, my friends. Yeah, right here, Four of Wands. So a similar energy to what we were picking up last week, the good old 11-11 card, and this is the signs, and I'm still picking it up just like I picked up to last week. There is something about spiritual communication, or spirit trying to communicate with you, whether it's like a loved one that has passed on, or whether this is your guides and spirit team. Watch for the number signs and synchronicities here. The Four of Wands, the 11-11 card, repeating numbers, vivid dreams, all that stuff. Now, aside from the spiritual communication, karmic omens, and things in that vein, this is a celebratory card. This is extremely solid, extremely stable. Another card that could represent the home, this is very similar to the Ten of Pentacles, where it could be something leveling up. So I feel for a portion of you, once again, it could be spirit either trying to send you a message or try to direct you in a certain way, or like you don't even realize what you're moving towards, because there's so much beautiful energy here as well. I would be optimistic, even if you are going through a really difficult time. This is celebrations. This is get-togethers, a cause for celebration. So it links to both stories that we have evolving here, my friends. Now, I want to see what changes very quickly here on the back end, because it's like, okay, this is good. We could work with this. The Chariot might be the little curveball, so we'll see what's up. Let's keep moving. And I did say several times that the Chariot could be a breakthrough, like the way the energy's sweeping. It feels good so far, right? So let's see why the Chariot's here. And yeah, some of you, like I said, it could be a Cancer or a Cancerian that you're connected to. That is their card. But it can also be aggressive. So why is the Chariot here for Cappy? Please. Deck is being specific again. Okay, Page of Swords in reverse. Why is it giving me don't talk about it, be about it? For some of you, there could be a situation where like you might have waited, or you could be waiting, and then the time to act is coming real soon. Okay, now I still feel that there could be a breakthrough of some sort coming through for a lot of you. So this could be like a massive breakthrough in a situation. I really like it. But when I see the Page of Swords in reverse underneath the Chariot, it's like, okay, well, if you want change, if you want a result, you might have to be the one to act on it. I mean, that could just be a recurring theme for a lot of you. And I know Capricorns are very much action oriented. But Spirit could be saying like, okay, you'll know when the time to make a move is. So I do feel this like energy gearing up towards the back end. Okay, now the Page of Swords could be an air sign that you're connected to, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All pages are communication. This is the Watcher of the tarot deck. But a big thing with the Page of Swords, it's very defensive. Even in the upright, like it's not moving, it has its guard up. When it's in reverse, it's like, okay, now it's time to move. Now it's time to act. So for a lot of you, this could just be like, okay, it's go time. I've been waiting for this. Now it's go time. Like that's building up for a lot of you. So if there has been something you've been eyeing up or something you've been waiting to do, this breakthrough energy is here, but you might have to be the one to make moves and take action on it. That's the big energy I'm picking up. Not bad, especially with all the wind-based type of energy. And I feel like something's going to turn out real well for you with this breakthrough. I I mean, yeah, once again, some of you could just be having issues with a younger individual or an air sign. But let's go through and do the recap and try to tie all these stories together. Then we'll get into the shadow card, because I feel this could be either a really, really positive, claimable reading, or for some of you, there could be some things that you need to keep an eye on. But position number one here, we have the 10 of Pentacles with the 7 of Swords. First and foremost, I did say this could be a surprising win or victory or an unexpected one coming in for a lot of you. Really nice, where like the end result, you don't quite see it. It's like you're in the middle of something, you don't quite see how it's going to turn out. This is like, wow, that's going to turn out way better than you expect. So just apply that to your life as necessary. For some of you, there could be a coworker, even a family member, or just someone in your inner circle that you got your eye on. It's like, I'm watching you. It's like giving me that vibe. Hopefully it's not an untrustworthy individual, but I feel like you have your eye on someone. Moving to the center, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the 4 of Wands in the upright. Beautiful. So Spirit is still trying to communicate with the Capricorn collective, more so than usual. Whether you have the gifts or you don't, I think everyone does to some extent, but Spirit's trying to speak to you or guide you. Once again, this is that slow and steady progress towards a beautiful, solid, stable win or victory. And there's a lot of energy around business and home, but I really like it because it could be connections as well. This is a marriage card for some of you. Moving to the back end, we have the Chariot with the Page of Swords in reverse. Don't talk about it, be about it. Time for action. And this, I did say for a lot of you, you could see some breakthroughs in this current time where like something's been building up for a while. Now, boom, it's time to act. It's time to make something happen. So it's like a snowball going down a hill energetically. So yeah, please take a screenshot of that, Capricorn. I would say overall, pretty good reading this week. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. What is in the shadows for my Cappies? And yes, this is where I go and pull a shadow card for you. I always like to do this at the end of a reading. Just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge either. It could be something good. Maybe we'll get a little more detail about that front end. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my members. I really do. I appreciate the support, my friends. Let's get it going. Oh, okay. I did one shuffle and the card popped out, which normally does not happen. Okay, we have the 9 of Pentacles here. Once again, a really beautiful type of energy. Now, this could be like a lone wolf, independent type of vibe sometimes. For a portion of you, there could be some sort of attachments to material possessions that spirits want you to like reconsider or think about. Obviously, not everybody, but when I see this 9 of Pentacles, it's standing, it's firm, it's abundant, it's filled with blessings. Now, we did see it here, like there could have been a time you've been dealing with certain delays or things seem a little boring. For some reason, I'm getting that vibe, like some of you might just be bored with a certain situation or life in general with this 9 of Pentacles. But it is very independent and abundant, and it ties into all this beautiful energy we were seeing in the front end of the reading. There could be certain things you might have to flex on a little bit. I mean, I did see all this action starting to come up for you. But as far as shadow cards go, the 9 of Pentacles is good as long as like there's something not funky attached to material possessions and stuff like that. So yeah, Capricorn, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you could check out my digital calendar and schedule at mastermetaphysics.com. And if you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced on April 1st. But for the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. It's one of my favorite decks. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you had to switch your zodiac sign, which sign would you choose to be out of the whole 12? So if you do that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you soon.